Have you ever seen a blue shape on your galactic map whilst diving and thought to yourself, wait, what the fuck is that? If so, you're probably counting the days until an internal encyclopedia is added to the game. In the meanwhile, we at the 106th Platoon can help you. Intros are lame and voice work is boring, so let's get right into it. How to destroy public infrastructure, aka the ultimate guide to tactical objectives. Okay, let's start with organization. In our never-ending crusade to pointlessly classify everything, we have made 3 categories of tactical objectives. Class 1 are things that are directly useful to the player, like SAMs. Class 2 is stuff that has no impact but provides rewards, like illegal broadcasts. And Class 3 is something that directly interferes with helldivers. All tacticals covered will have a difficulty rating between 1 to 5. Alright, let's get into the tacticals. Siege Artillery, or just ARTI for short, is what happens when you pray to Lady Liberty for an extra stratagem slot. The tactical consists of activating a terminal, loading the shells, and further interacting with the terminal, which will henceforth be called terminaling. You can load 6 different types of shells into 5 slots total. Now, here they are on a tier list. As far as tips and tricks go, you can juggle the shells while carrying them by sprinting and picking them up repeatedly. As the ancient scripture says, flag taken, flag dropped. You can also assemble the shells before activating the terminal. After the terminal is activated, it makes a noise that attracts patrols around you. It doesn't really matter though, because patrols are going to be far enough away that they won't be able to hear it. And if they are close enough that they can, well, you might as well kill them anyway. Also, the ARTI is not affected by stratagem jammers and ion storms, making it very good at countering those things. Radar station, also called LiDAR stations, are next on our list, and are a radical departure from the dynamic choices of ARTI. Radar, just terminaling. I mean, there's some interactivity, but it's just terminaling. But besides boring setup, it does provide some utility. After completion, it will reveal every minor point of interest, tactical objective, and outpost. It is worth nothing that it will not reveal objectives if you have hidden primaries. It's the radar station. What do you think it would do? SAM, or surface-to-air missile sites, are a great aid to helldivers on the field. Much like their real-world counterparts, they annihilate airborne communism completely automatically. It targets dropships, gunships, creating a safe zone of about 250 meters. I'm sure you're wondering, is this thing any good? Well, not really. It's got terrible range, and worse, fire rate slower than a senior citizen Hulk. If a bot drop arrives near a SAM, it'll take out 1 or 2 dropships before they leave. It's better than nothing, and it's certainly worth the time. It's just terminaling, so anyone with fingers can do it. It also kills gunships, but those follow you around, so unless you stick around the SAM, it'll only take down a few before the patrols leave range. It's not bad, not by a long shot, but maybe long shot is what this here SAM is missing. Okay, so now we've reached tacticals that don't really benefit you for the completion. It's more about destroying enemy infrastructure. Does that mean you should leave it uncompleted? Of course not. A true patriot will always complete every objective on their map, and the only grievance they have against High Command is that they don't let us leave the mission to destroy even more automaton scum. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the first class. To tactical on our list is the illegal broadcast system. In nerd terms, this thing has a low demolition force threshold. In I have felt the touch of a woman and don't know what demolition force is terms, it means you can shoot it with autocannon or the eruptor or any of the weapons on the screen right now, or you could do some terminaling, but explosions are much cooler. Rogue research stations. Now listen to me. Do not make the mistake Commander BMAC 106 did for 6 months on end with these things. The only building you need to destroy is the one. Don't destroy these weird ball things. It's more useless than firing a stalwart on a gunship. Just blow up the boxy gray building that looks like what I built when I first played Minecraft. You can destroy this building with a 500 kilogram or a hell bomb. It's a great example of a Class 2 tactical objective. Go find this thing and blow it up. Go over to this thing and do a stratagem. Drop pods also spawn as primaries on difficulty 1 and 2, but no one plays those except for super credit farming. There's nothing interesting about this, but I need to write something for this segment. So here's the entire update history of an upload escape pod data tactical objective. Wow, a whole one update. Isn't this interesting content? You should totally subscribe to me to see more of this interesting content. The bioprocessor. What do you want me to say? Find this building and blow it up. The only shred of uniqueness this tactical has is that it's an outpost, which is only unique outside of Class 3 tactical objectives. Speaking of which, let's get to that, shall we? Alright, here we go. This Class 3 tactical objectives. Structures that create definite weakness while they are still activated. Let's start with self-explanatory stratagem jammer. Through years of hard research and inquisitive investigation from both the command bunker of the 106th Platoon and a high command of Super Earth, we have found that stratagem jammers seem to somehow jam stratagems. Sherlock Holmes? Who's that? Ladies and gentlemen, back on topic. These kings can be really hard to take down, unless you're smart about it. The basic way is to clear out the area and do some terminaling. This can usually be an extreme challenge considering high enemy counts, fabricators, claustrophobic environments, and the likely chance of bot drops. After the jammer has been disabled, it can be destroyed with the Hell Bomb, but also with a 500k or a 380 round from 380 barrage, or the Ultimatum. As we pointed out in the RD segment, sieve artillery can be used in stratagem jammers, and mini nukes and high-yield explosives, because they're identical to Hell Bombs and 500 kilograms, can blow them up easily. If you like cheesing encounters, you can plan ahead for this engagement by having a squad member bring the Ultimatum. Using this, you can half-stealth, half-run your way to the base of the jammer and left-click. This method is cheesier than the Battlefield Earth, but it works. Detector towers detect helldivers and call down bot drops. When they see them, if you want to destroy them, you can use a Hell Bomb. The Ultimatum, a 500 kilogram or 380 barrage, or throwing the one ring into a volcano. It has a layout similar to a stratagem jammer, so take the same information about tight corners and fabricators, but double the certainty of reinforcements. Not as difficult to take down, but do pose a significant threat if you just let it be. I'm going to lump the next two together because they're very similar. AA guns and enemy mortar stations have different effects, but the pieces are destroyed the same way and are found in the same locations. They're always moderately defended by mostly Class 1 and Class 2 automatons, with one or two fabricators. The AA and mortar pieces can be destroyed with a whole lot of explosions, like recoilless rifles or any stratagem in general. Most explosions can destroy it, so throw whatever you've got at it. The actual difference is the piece's effects. AA guns remove all Eagle stratagems in 150 meter radius. Artillery fires shells at helldivers in 150 meters radius, but won't fire if the helldiver is at least 20 meters away. Mortar emplacements honestly aren't really that dangerous, but they still need dealing with. This is a simple yet critical objective, so get moving with stratagems in hand. I hate the gunship facility. This is because I hate gunships, but looking at it objectively, it's pretty easy. There are usually little to no defenses. There's either one or two buildings that can only be destroyed with Hell Bomb. While alive, they spawn gunships, while dead, they do not. At least it's simple, I guess. Oh boy, convoy missions. Are you the type of helldiver to paint your democratic pants brown when you see a single strider? Well, what if I told you that in extreme high difficulties, you have to deal with a strider of convoys of 5 fucking striders? One of them, by the way, has the illuminate stratagem scrammer thingamabob replacing a giant's gun. Convoys spawn on the border of the map and walk, or I guess stride, into different locations, that being the opposite map border. If a single strider gets out of map, you cannot complete the objective. Personally, I recommend dropping right next to them at the start of the mission and bringing hefty anti-tank. After about 12 minutes, the convoy is gone, so it's best to get moving. This is one of the most challenging, chaotic, and all-around fun added to the game. Oh, and also, because Arrowhead are such trolls, they added this without telling anyone. Alright, that should be all the tactical objectives in the game. If we missed any, be sure to tell us in comments, and in the meanwhile, maybe like and subscribe. It would really help us out.